So then we went down to the Royal Vic Theater where we could see the Book of Mormon.
Yes.
And a miracle happened. We got good seats, like center middle row. So like maybe 8 rows from the back on the main floor. Packed house. The 2 people who had seats in front of us never showed up.
Whoa, that's lucky.
Just the absolute most peak viewing experience conceivable.
Damn.
And like I tried to point it out, and Paige was like, "Shut up, shut up! If you
Don't
say
ruin it.
something,
Don't ruin
the
it.
tallest man in the world is going to come to this theater."
That's great, especially for that one.
So I, as I said earlier, have never seen live theater ever. And I've also been one of those guys 8 rows from the stage. I don't know what I said that's different, but I was not from the back. No, 8 rows from the stage. So like near the front. Yeah. We were close to the front. And I'm one of those people that goes, explain why this is good. And then people have a trouble explaining it. And I go, that sounds like shit. It must be bad and you must be stupid, which is a very difficult personality type to actually engage with.
Hard cut to Hasadiga Ibawai.
Yeah, so I think that might have been one of my least favorites.
Maggots in my scrotum didn't get you.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but we like All American Prophet is probably our favorite.
Oh man, it's bangers. It's so good.
But what's interesting to me, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with Mormons, right? I have one experience in which I scared the Mormons in my neighborhood away from my house because they kept showing up over and over. And Paige would handle it. And Paige was too nice to be like, fuck off. She'd always defer. She'd always be like, "Oh, we're really busy right now."
You see, but without being harsh enough, you leave the polite window for revisiting.
So, I got, at some point she saw them out the window and she's like, "Pat, fine." That's the scenario I live with in my life, where eventually someone goes, "Pat, can you just use your words?"
I remember this. You stepped in,
and I hit them with my favorite like shutdown ever, where I opened the door and they got 2 words in, and I just said, "Yeah, I don't care about any of that shit."
Yes, right, yeah.
And they just had no idea how to play off that.
You see, this was where one of my early encounters was when I was still in the church. So I took it as an opportunity to debate, which they were at first like, "Ooh, we got one," and then
they're like,
"Yeah,"
no,
and then cut to the clock, and then cut to like, "What the fuck are we doing? Why are we?"
See, what you did is you did a public service because you cut down on the amount of visits
that they can make it to other houses. There you go.
Right?
Yep.
So to their credit, despite coming to my house a lot, they were always very nice and very polite.
Of course,
very, very kind. Right?
Yeah.
So, Book of Mormon is an incredible fucking musical, absolutely stellar, hilarious. Had a big old grin on the whole time, sitting on the edge of my seat. Audibly gasped at a significant number of plot points, and just like, "Oh god, no!" Best use, most intense use of whiteface I have seen to date.
Do you remember, like, was there a point where it just got you like sniper headshot? Can you think, like, there's a point where I remember just absolutely losing it. It was the big step forward and inhale, and white boy going, "I am Africa."
That's pretty late. For my audience,
like nuclear.
It was, for my audience, it was turn it off.
Yeah, like a light switch, shut it down.
It was take those gay thoughts and put them into a box and crush it. And just like had to put the song on hold for about 10 seconds because the audience couldn't handle it.
Turn it off. Like a light switch, shut it down.
Wonderful experience. Fantastic. Of note, the cast we saw, the gentleman playing Elder Cunningham Let me see if I can get his name out of here.
That's not the main guy, right? I forgot the name.
It is the goofy
main guy. Main guy. Yeah.
Let's see. Named Diego Enrico. Was incredible, fantastic.
Would have to be
like just as good as like what you expect out of like Josh Gad or any of the others. Mm-hmm. It's his first role.
Whoa!
This is straight. This is his. He has no credits. This is his first credit.
Okay. So
that's Diego Enrico.
The touring cast.
Like, I'll follow him on Instagram, and he's got nothing on his Instagram because he's brand new.
That's crazy. Because I know that like as soon as something goes off Broadway into a tour, you know, it's a bit like the Final Fantasy concerts or things like that, where they start getting a touring group to like, you know, people that are willing to like, yeah. And so they have to get the cast different. You're never going to see the original cast members, of course, that were there. Usually at that point, they're often famous. And depending on where the tour is happening, what country and such, you're getting a completely different cast. But, you know, you would hope that like, yeah, stringent rules for like, okay, if you're able to fucking get cast here, you're perfect for the role. So that's awesome. That's really cool. First time.
Very few notes. Absolutely incredible experience. Fantastic musical. This was a thing for Paige's birthday, which is also one of those like segues. And now she's like, well, now we got to go see more live theater because you know it's good. You can't complain.
So that's the thing. And like, unlike, okay, there's a lot of like, not every live theater show is going to be like this targeted to like our sense of humor, admittedly, but obviously
this is kind of a
South Park guys, you know. What sucks is the other one was Avenue Q, but like that never toured or got as famous as this did. And that was basically Sesame Street, but R-rated, you know?
You know, it's been a really funny process. Me talking to Paige about talking to you about this on the podcast, and Paige is like, I bet any amount of money that Woolie has not seen the Book of Mormon. And I would go, as I knew you had already seen it and was just holding on to that.
Like 3 times.
Didn't know you had also seen Avenue Q, though. That's hilarious.
That's the problem is I have not seen Avenue Q. Like,
oh no.
I want to. I've heard the music. I listened to the soundtrack of it, you know, but I haven't seen the actual show.
So yeah, listening to the soundtrack on the way home, right? Really, really put into practice, like, wow, how different it is to listen to the album of a musical than it is to see a musical perform. Like, really, really genuinely impressive. I do have one thing. I have one tiny little complaint about everyone I've ever spoken to, including Paige, about the sell of live theater. And I think it's a respectability problem. Every single conversation I have ever had about live theater, they go, but it's different. It's different when you're there and it's live. And they're talking about that je ne sais quoi, right? That live energy, that in your face production.
Yeah.
Right. And I go, oh, like a wrestling show. And everyone goes, wow.
Oh, fuck off. No.
Kind of.
No.
And it's like, no. Exactly the same.
It is exactly the same. It is exactly like a wrestling show. It is exactly like live comedy. It is an audience with a room where the laughs are bouncing off the walls and you're there with it.
It's crowd energy plus sublimation and the loss of body. So you like, I felt myself like rise up. And so I was like kind of looking down on the
in the moment,
and
that's
just
it.
Left my body
combined with a live,
exactly the same.
Combined with live
Watching
music.
The Mormons turn it off like a light switch is the same as Undertaker getting up again.
Yes, combined with live music,
exactly the same.
and like the enjoy, especially when the songs are good.
I didn't say it was different, Paige. Oh, wait, I can't argue with her. It's her birthday.
Okay,
of course you did. I'm definitely mistaken, sweetheart.
So yes, it's 100% that the crowd energy, the room, the live concert, all of that is real. It's a tangible fucking enhancer of these events. Yeah.
I will say though one thing, and this is a social consideration. Intermissions 20 minutes. I got up to stretch my legs and saw the bathroom line and was like, every single one of you is fucking kidding yourselves. You like I watched like a good 200 people lose their minds thinking they were going to be able to piss during this 20-minute intermission. I couldn't believe it. Like, you know, when you're walking down a line and you hit like guy number 100 in the line, and then you see the 100 guys after him.
So,
have you all lost your fucking minds?
Oftentimes, it's girl 100. You know?
Oh yeah, no. Women should carry a bottle.
It's rough going. So now that you have been converted and shown the light, then when's Spider-Man turn off the dark?
We were talking about that a lot, actually. Paige was like, "Man, I wish I had seen that shit before it killed all those people,"
including
and I was
fucking
like, I
audience members that might fall on you.
Dude.
You know.
Yeah.
If you're down, if you're willing to risk a Spider-Man actor falling on top of you.
Yeah, dude.
Then
I would risk that. I don't care.
Damn.
You'd probably get a sick ass settlement if you lose an arm at the Spider-Man show.
That'd be hot.
Yeah, dude. That's workman's comp forever. Because Spider-Man.